Good morning, Team Titleist YouTube. Ben Blaylock here again with a little bit more information on the golf swing. Just following up where we left off in the last video where we were just discussing the round shape of the swing. We talked about feeling the weight of the golf club. We talked a little bit about how to hold the club and the way the club works with you. I did have a few questions about weight shift, pressure shifting, and so forth, and I mentioned that at the end of the last video that I might talk to you a little bit about that. I do have a pressure plate system here, a 3D motion system that I do use during lessons to measure those things. But in giving a general description of weight shift, I think it's a little bit dangerous to talk about specifics. Unless the student is deeply entrenched in developing his golf swing or her golf swing and has lots of practice time to perfect things and work through drills, I don't find it beneficial to get very specific and incredibly detailed about how the pressure and weight moves during the golf swing. I think it's better to take a general view. We've heard forever that you want to shift to your trail side and then drive off that trail side and finish over your lead leg, post it up over that front leg. That's okay. I think it's a little bit overdone to do it in that manner. I think it overlooks some important facts that are easy to overlook, frankly. And that's the fact that your arms actually have a weight. For men, that weight is close to 6% of your total body mass and weight. That each arm is about 6%. Ladies, it's closer to 5%. So, you've got 6% on this side, 6 over on this side, for a total of 12, plus a golf club that's going to weigh anywhere from 13 to maybe 18 ounces, depending on which club it is. So that weight is really being swung around you. Slower in the backswing usually, and then a little faster in the downswing. So a little bit more momentum running forward. As the arms fall down from the top, they're gaining speed, gaining momentum, and picking up pace as they move over to your left side. So typically speaking, that 6 plus 6, 12%, plus the golf club, is going to move over to my right and drag my weight and pressure to the right. As I do that, I don't have to forcibly move myself over. I can just simply swing my arms to the right. And even though it didn't look like I moved, the pressure plate would read a motion. It would read that I moved 10, 12, maybe even 20%, depending on how rapidly I pulled the club back. You'll see tour players that will make iron swings that move to 95, 96, 97% into their trail side. That's generally because of the speed at which they do that. So if you look into physics at all, you'll realize that when you add speed to a motion, that mass, it gains more force, so it creates more of a mass distribution change. So we might see big numbers. And if you want high swing speed, you better move those arms fast. Why do those guys go to the gym and work themselves out like crazy? Is it just for speed? Well, yes and no. The core strength that those players that we watch on television, the core strength that they have is primarily there to produce structure, create a pyramid, so to speak, from the chest down through the legs that's very stable and can support the rapid motion of the arm swing. They don't swing easily. Those guys swing hard, right? And they need strength to be able to support that swing. So I'm going to make a few swings here that'll get progressively faster. I'll be shifting weight as I do. Just watch how this thing works. You're not going to see big, wild shifts and sways across from right to left. It's just going to be a gentle motion in terms of the pressure shift or the weight shift. I'm not even cognizant or aware of it. I'm so used to carrying the weight of my arms, I can't even really feel it, but it happens. And that measuring plate would tell me it did. But does that mean I need to think of it? In my opinion, no. So we'll go ahead and make a few swings here. Just a comfortable posture, not reaching to the ball. We'll go ahead and make a swing. So at the end of that, it looks balanced and comfortable. There wasn't any big lunging or throwing of weight around. Just a swing of the arms around the body. Nothing too complicated. If I want to speed it up a little bit, I'm not going to shift myself harder to the right or harder toward the target. I'm just going to swing the arms a little bit faster and be more stable through the body. So definitely a faster swing there, but just as much balance, because I'm not using my body to throw myself around. Unfortunately, it just doesn't do me any favors in terms of producing power or force. The force I'm producing in the golf swing is centrifugal, which is round, and it does not work with leverage. If I try to apply leverage, like I talked about in the last video, I'm just going to make it more difficult on myself to create solid contact with a square club face and send the ball to my target. So again, don't get lost in the details, okay? People say, you know, you miss the forest by looking at the trees. We don't want to do that. We want to realize that it all makes sense together if we leave it alone. Swing the arms around the body, create stability from the chest down. If you want to work out, work on, do lunges, squats, anything you want to do to strengthen your pyramid that's going to hold you up and give you that stability you need to swing the arms fast and produce power. One more swing here, just to give you another look at that. Pretty simple, pretty stable. It's about 170 yards 7-iron. Nothing flashy, nothing unordinary, nothing strange looking, just a round golf swing. With good grip pressure and good information traveling from the club back to me, so I'm using my club properly. I'm not thinking about details. So keep it simple, keep it easy to understand, don't confuse yourself, don't look at too many details and try to get too specific. You'll just wind up making it more difficult. It can be cool to learn that stuff, but if you're just trying to play golf and enjoy the game, it's honestly gonna waste your time. So have fun, let me know if you have questions. Thanks for watching.